So I actually don't know who's on the play, but I guess we'll find out. I'm excited for
Uh,
this one.
yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup. We have two decks that have the Reanimator package in them, but are not necessarily the main game plan. I mean, they can be the main game plan, but could also just totally pivot into, uh, like either Snoko or on the Nick Fit side, just like good stuff, I guess. I don't know how to describe the Nick Fit deck, but it's like EDH. It's a pile of stuff that does things if you can get them, if you can resolve them.
I think pile of stuff is like the key words out of what you just said because it is just a
Yeah.
pile of stuff.
I mean, technically, so is this Worldgorger deck, right? It's
Yeah,
it's like a
you're right. You're right.
Snoko deck, but with some spicy additions.
This is true.
Duskmantle Guildmage. Like, I don't think I've seen this card before.
Well, it's a creative solution, I guess, to a
To
lot
having
of
infinite mana.
yeah, to
Okay.
doing something with infinite mana. Um, Other than that, I don't really know what the hell's going on. Ledgeview,
Yeah.
thanks for the sub. Welcome back. Hello, a 2-month subscriber. Very good. Thoughtseize.
So yeah, Jesse's leading off with the Thoughtseize here.
Pretty
The
good.
players know what they're on, so it's not, hidden information or anything, but it's still important to fire off that Thoughtseize right away against the Snoko deck.
Sword Equip,
Can't even
thanks for
really
subscribing. We're Prime.
call it Snoko. Oh, what's up, Kia? That's Kia that just subscribed.
What's up, Kia? So
Welcome,
Animate Dead,
welcome.
Thoughtseize, Icefang Coatl, Force. What do you take here?
It's tough. I mean, he's got just a basic island, right? So I feel like the Thoughtseize Animate Dead you can kind of wait on. Yeah, that makes sense to me because he needs to draw a blue card for Force, and Coatl was pretty much the only thing he could have cast had he drawn, say, a Trop or something.
Yeah. Um, Jesse's list is spicy. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Phil Nguyen? What's up, Rockman?
What's up, guys?
What's up, crew? Did he just shuffle off Ponder? Damn, I actually missed that. Did he?
No, the Ponder was on turn one, so he essentially after he got Thoughtseized, he drew a card and just passed the turn. So that's why Jesse he just played Verdant and passed. So there was another turn in between that,
Gotcha.
and he's responding now to the Brainstorm with Entomb here.
Entomb in response.
Yeah, he knows that Josh isn't going to be able to cast his Animate Dead, so it's a safe play here to go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Obviously, this is not the Reanimator mirror exactly, but when you do have both players trying to reanimate, it does get kind of tricky, and you have to be very
Right.
careful.
And well, he goes for a target that can't be animated anyway. You have to imagine he sees those three cards off Thoughtseize and assumes that Josh did not draw a blue card for Force there. Because I think the Entomb gets forced. I'm not 100% sure, but Entomb is usually one of the better cards in these decks.
Well, he
It
put
also,
Life in a Loam in the yard, so he didn't even
yeah,
get a creature. Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. He got a target
Yeah.
that can't be animated anyway.
Right, right, right.
Um,
Yeah.
just in case, Josh somehow uh, is able to cast. But I think Jesse's just happy to get some value here, get some stuff into the yard.
So he dredged Veteran Explorer, Crop Rotation.
Yeah, and the players are just joking. Josh was saying, play that veteran explorer, like, because Josh is bottlenecked on mana right now. He could use
Right.
some more basics.
True.
But yeah, we're gonna see I imagine this Loam get cast now, or maybe he's going to cast one of his creatures, one that is not Veteran Explorer.
Have you ever played
Needs-
with or against one of these Worldgorger decks?
I have, and I lost.
So what is there for those of us in the audience, for those people in the audience that are not aware? What does this deck do? What is it trying
Um,
to do?
it, it's it can be tricky if we're talking about the combo, just because of the nature of World Quarter Dragon itself. But in a nutshell, the deck itself is a snow control deck. So I mean, this one not as much so as some of the ones I've seen, but it's running Astrolab, which we'll get to later because it does more than just fix mana and draw you a card. Um, he's kind of banking on like an early Thoughtseize. He's got Abrupt Decay, Drown in the Lock, all these control centric cards, but they all have a double purpose. Like if Josh wants, he can Thoughtseize himself to get something in the yard to animate dead, which is a typical Reanimator play. So it's kind of like two decks mashed up into one. And so the way the combo works is animate dead comes into play, targets Worldgorger Dragon. Worldgorger Dragon comes into play. That trigger happens, and you exile everything, including the animate dead. And once the animate dead leaves play, everything comes back into play. And so you blink stuff like the Astrolabs to get infinite mana, draw your whole deck, and then you use that mana to find one of your finishing pieces, which in this case is Duskmantle Guildmage. So that's, in a nutshell, how the Worldgorger part of the deck works. But really, it's a thinly veiled control deck with a combo finish, I would say.
I think you explained it better than I ever could have. So thank you for that. It's a cool deck.
Yeah, it is a cool deck. It's been doing well. I know there's quite a following for the deck out there. I know Kyle and Alex have been promoting this deck for a while on the MTG Paper Online Facebook, and they have their own Discord, so it's gaining a lot of traction, and it did win the Legacy Challenge, I think last week or 2 weeks ago.
Right, it did, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of another thing that's put it on the map. As far as Nick Fit goes, it's also a fairly old Legacy archetype. I think it's supposed to be like a misspelling of nice fit, or I can't remember.
It is.
What
I actually looked it up today. It was supposed to be
is that
nice
what it is?
fit, the
Yeah.
combo of Veteran Explorer and Cabal Therapy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a value-based deck where you're sacking Veteran Explorer, like you mentioned, to Cabal Therapy in order to ramp and get you're ramping yourself, but you have to remember you're also ramping your opponent. So you have to be careful in certain strategies. Like right now, you don't want to play Veteran Explorer. A, you're so far ahead on lands, and B, you're trying to keep your opponent from doing their thing. So it depends on the situation, I guess. But normally you want to lead with a turn one Veteran Explorer, and just kind of start ramping towards your bigger stuff like Gravetide and Grizzlebrand. I guess Vraska, does that count as big stuff? I don't know. And Legacy, yeah, I
it
guess
could be
4
if
mana.
you play it on like your second turn.
Yeah. But this
Astrolab.
is a special version with Reanimator also shoved in there.
Yeah.
So,
It's interesting. It's funny, when I was putting together, surprise everyone, I make the bingo cards. No, but I was putting together the bingo card, and I was like, ooh, what if a secret lair printing was a bingo space? And I was like, nah, nobody's going to hit that. Of course, Josh then plays a secret lair Misty. Like, damn it.
yeah.
That could have been a good one.
I do like the new Secret Lair arts.
Oh, they're
I think
beautiful.
they're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this Thoughtseize revealing? Cling to Dust, Crop Rotation, Abrupt Decay, card that I can't make out, Assassin's Trophy, and Village Rites?
Yeah, Village Rites. What was the one you couldn't make out?
Just don't know that art.
Oh, it's Diabolic Intent.
Oh, Diabolic Intent. Okay.
It looks like the Battle Bond version, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I didn't recognize that
thing.
one.
I didn't either, but I just deduced from
Process
looking
of
at the list
elimination,
earlier.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I know the old art. I used to play that card in Standard or whatever.
It was first in
around that
Plane
time.
Shift or something, right? Plane Shift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I think
always
I
get the
have one.
name of I always confuse Plane Shift with Planar Chaos, but yeah, it's Plane Shift.
What about Plane Chase?
Don't even get me started. There's so many similar sounding names. But that one's like an anthology set or something, right? I wasn't playing around that time.
Oh yeah. I played Plane Chase a few times. I have the oversized deck or whatever. I got it when I came back to Magic, but
Mm. Nice.
it's actually really fun. If you've never played Plane Chase, it's worth
It's like
messing
a
around with
battle
one or two.
royale or something, right?
Yeah, you
Or
play
like an EDH
multiplayer.
type thing.
You could play it with Commander. You could play it with just about any kinds of decks, but it just adds like a really chaotic. We're so off topic, but it adds a really chaotic um, element to the game that makes the game feel like a board game. It's kind of cool.
Hmm. This is what they come here for. They come here for to watch Paper Magic and discuss quirky MTG things. And chat's going off on Village Rights right now.
You know, it's a good time to talk about. Then I was watching your stream the other day, and we were talking about other games and other
Yep.
formats,
Hmm.
and we were talking about that on our stream too. So the conversation just kind of carried over when we bounced over to your stream.
Oh, okay.
And
That makes more sense now.
yeah,
Because
because it was like on my
you
mind.
guys, that's funny.
Did you play any CCGs in the 90s that are now no longer in print?
Yes,
Which ones?
the Star Wars one, but we didn't know what we were doing.
Oh, the Decipher
We
one.
just
Yeah.
we just had the cards. Is that what it was called?
Well, the
I don't know.
Decipher was the brand company or whatever
It,
that made.
if
You know.
Leon's on, he'll tell you. He and I used to play, and I don't know. We ended up just using them to like build card castles because we couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. But we liked Star Wars, so we
Yeah,
played
same.
Magic. We played Pokemon
Hmm.
a lot, Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit.
Okay.
I just mostly collected it and like sold stuff. But we're very very far into this conversation. But I think what's going on is a lot of like Playland Pass. So
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about other crap right now.
yeah, I mean there are a ton of CCGs around that time that started popping off after, Magic was the first, but then these
Yeah.
other ones kind of came out to try and compete. So there was a lot of stuff going on in the 90s. All right, so Cabal Therapy targeting Josh. Josh responds with John of the Lock to counter.
No creatures in either graveyard still, right?
I think there is a Coatl in Josh's yard. That's about
Oh,
it.
right, the
Not
Coatl,
a
yeah.
not a very good animate dead target, giving
Yeah.
you a 0/1 death touch.
Goat 314 says Rage and Marvel Overpower. I had cards from both of those I was going to say sets.
Wait,
Games.
is
Um
Marvel Overpower the one that showed you the characters from the comics with like all their stats and stuff?
yeah, exactly. And it was
Okay, yeah,
like
I had those cards. I didn't know it was a game.
I got it from Inquest. Yeah. I only had a few.
Oh, yeah, I have one copy of Inquest over
Yeah, I
there on my
remember.
shelf.
Yeah, you showed it on one of our
Free
streams,
modern
yeah.
streams.
Yeah. Illuminati, I don't think I ever played, but I had some cards from that again from Inquest.
I don't remember that one.
It
But yeah, I
was
remember
yeah, I don't
Inquest
know.
had like a
They-
set making fun of Magic called Havoc the Bothering. I don't know
Oh
if you remember
yeah,
that.
they did. Yeah, they did. I remember cutting them out of my magazine
Mhm.
and like putting them in front of a few of my cards at the
Yeah,
time. In
we're
my
not showing off our age or anything, but this is 90s MTG, so
yeah, Star Wars CCG. Leon, that's the one that I was talking about. I played the hell out of that game.
Leon, did we know what we were doing, or we just were just playing random cards? Because I don't remember actually having a full game of
That game was
that.
super complicated. That game had
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
forget power creep. It had complexity creep like crazy.
So Cling to Dust
And power
getting
creep.
cast here on Jesse's side, I believe. Targeting Thoughtseize. He's escaping it.
I feel like if I knew you and Leon when you were kids, I would have hung out with you guys like every day playing games.
We would have played. We would have played mostly Magic, probably.
Probably, yeah. But I always had like other
Yeah, let
games
me
on
look at
deck.
this. I'm gonna look at this rules list. Whoa, this is long. I mean, to be fair, so is Magic stuff, but whoa, Life Force. That's kind of funny.
So
I
what?
think we literally just looked at the photos and were like, well, the force, the light side of the force beats the dark side of the force, so I win, kind of thing.
Uro here for Josh. So a cling to dust hit something last turn. What did it target? Did you catch that?
Um, was it the Thoughtseize, or you mean the turn before that? No,
The turn that
hmm,
just passed. Yeah.
it was a Thoughtseize.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, we're doing a bad job commentating, but it's fun. So crop rotation here.
Nah, Leon, that Star Wars game, like some of the rules were just so complicated.
Ooh, so this crop rotation is meaning of that must be the forcible Josh has had in hand since the turn one Thoughtseize from Jesse's side.
Yep. Good time for it.
Yeah, well, it's a card that Jesse knew about.
He pitches a
Well, I guess
force. Wow.
Josh probably brainstormed. Yeah, he pitches a force, so I guess he has more action in his hand. Jesse dredging loam here, reanimate, Field of the Dead, Entomb. So not great hit. Well, I guess Field of the Dead is good,
Agreed.
but the reanimate Entomb, I think he'd rather have drawn.
Loam.
Well, probably targeting the 3 land cards he can target.
Yep.
Oh, I have one of those rule books. Hold on.
Oh yeah, those little like fourth
I
edition,
actually
fifth
sold
edition
I
books.
sold one. I sold one on eBay like not too long ago. Check this out.
Nice. That thing is beautiful.
No cars in here, but got the little rule booklet for Steam. These things sell for like 12 to 15 bucks online.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I definitely threw out like 17 of those at some point in my life.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to make you rich, but I'm sure one day somebody will pay a pretty penny for it, so it's just going to sit on my shelf.
Read the. They're asking you to read the phasing rules and the banding
Oh,
rules.
okay, yeah, you got it.
Field of the
Well,
Dead here makes a zombie, by the
phasing
way.
definitely in here. I don't know about banding. Oh boy, this is real small. Like, let me show you.
Let me know if you hear life totals, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
they're just starting. Josh is starting his turn. I can ask them if you like to.
It's cool for now. If you hear them updated. I think I have it right.
Ooh, it mentions snow-covered lands in here.
Alright. I think we're seeing a flashback of Uro here.
Oh, he's escaping Uro.
Yep. Uro is escaping.
Hmm.
I think that's resolving.
I like how Fizzle is in here. It's cool.
I don't think Jesse can do anything about that, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it did have damage on stack and mana burn and interrupts.
Fa-
It had
This
mana
is
sources too. Remember
this
mana
is just.
sources?
Oh yeah. The gloss. So this is the glossary. Phase in for a permanent that has phased out to return to play at the start of its controller's next untap phase. If that wasn't confusing enough, they're using phases to describe, like, you know, main phase, combat phase, etc. And the word phase is in there. And they use the other definition phase out in phase in, so it's just like not making any sense
So that
if you don't
stuff.
know how to play it.
I'm sorry, rig mode. That stuff left with 6th edition rules, I believe, with the introduction of the stack, and it had one mana source card, but several abilities were labeled like LED. I think it says play this ability as a mana source. A little bit of lag on Jesse's stream. Sorry about that, everybody. Jeremy, let us know what cards he's hitting here. if you can hear.
Sorry, I've been the worst commentator.
No, that's cool. We're asking you to do multiple things at once, so it's all good.
He's
Loam.
casting Loam, resolves, targeting Verdant, Urborg, and Bajukabog.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh yeah, damage on the stack left with M10 probably. Yeah.
This one is revising fourth edition rules, this booklet. So mana sources introduced the concept of mana sources and mana pool.
Mm-hmm.
Mana burn now includes loss of life again, so there was mana burn.
Verdant Catacombs, make a zombie.
Yeah, that Field of the Dead is going to start getting out of hand in a minute.
Yep. Jesse's board is such a mess. He needs to do some what do you call that? Tidying
some
up.
cleanup?
Some
Yeah.
Marie Kondo. Is that her name?
Yeah, it is. Which one of these land sparks joy?
Yeah.
Field of the Dead.
It's a bit hard to follow. New players didn't get mana pool. Yep. What's up, Jude Ninja? Hi, Adam.
Have you heard of this ability? Land Home?
Yes,
Not Land
land
Walk,
home.
but Land Home. Yeah.
Yes, land home. You have to have the land, and you can't attack unless they have the land.
Got it. Banding is an ability with two distinct features. I'm not even going to go into it. It's like literally 2 pages in this booklet. No phasing, though. I think phasing was on the card itself. Just in the
Astrolab.
glossary. Beginning a duel.
Ponder. I thought these games would be a little bit faster. What did you think? Did you think this was going to be a grindy one?
That was rhetorical, right?
I'm honestly
Oh,
curious.
because you were thinking of the like if they just go off with
Yeah, exactly.
Reanimate or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, on the Worldgorger side, it's not like trying to go off on turn 2, I don't think. I guess unless they know the coast is clear. Um, Again, this is like one of those matchups where they both know they're on a Reanimator plan, so they have to be a little bit like I was playing Reanimator against Josh on Worldgorger, and I made the mistake of not entombing on his end step, and he just animate dead my Grizzlebrand the next turn on his turn 2. So
Gotcha.
if you don't know what you're up against, then you might just get got.
Land, home, and homelands. Yeah.
Yeah. Woof.
Assassin's Trophy here. What's he targeting? Uro.
Hero. Just gonna search up a basic.
Sea Serpent. Yeah, Sea Serpent was the land home creature, wasn't it? In the beginning, in the early days.
I remember that card. Oh, it's probably because it says like Island Home. Or,
Yeah,
like,
it was like
Swamp
changed
Home
to
or
say Island Home after whatever set. But it was the first creature to like have that ability. It was like a 6 mana 5/5 with Island Home.
as Richard Garfield intended.
Yeah, really. Another zombie for Jesse.
I think he's getting. Is he getting 1 or 2?
I think just one.
Okay. It's a little confusing with. There you go. He's.
All right, finally tidying up here. Jesse has 2 zombies.
Plays the bog.
Pajuka Bog's pretty good right now.
Trigger on the stack. Yep, it resolves. Gets a zombie.
Yep.
So now, yeah, Jesse's just going to go wide here. I mean, he doesn't really need to play one of his over-the-top things, and he's being really careful not to discard any of his fatties for Josh to potentially reanimate. Well, Oko is
Oko's pretty
good.
good.
Yeah, it resolves. He's gonna make a food token.
Yep. Swinging for 4. No blocks, right?
Uh, no blocks. Yeah, I think he's gonna be at 22. He had gained some life with Uro. That's what we missed.
Okay. He's at 22.
Yeah.
This game has been a little hard to follow. Abrupt Decay on what?
Theoko, yep.
Oko, yep.
Theoko, yep. Do either of these guys have Veil main deck? Probably not, right? No.
Jesse might.
I don't think he does.
No, he does not.
I mean, these decks are so spicy, they might as well, right?
Let's see if Josh does. No.
Jesse's favorite card in the sideboard, Carpet of Flowers.
Yep.
He always resolves that card against me. He's keeping off the Ponder.
Jesse, can you just pull your creatures down towards you and just pull everything in view? Yeah. Can't see all that. Perfect. Thanks. All right. That makes it a little easier for me to see.
Yeah. He's got all the tokens though, which is nice. So we
Yeah.
can see what's food and what's zombies.
Much appreciated. Fetch for Josh goes to 21.
This is game one, right?
Yeah, it's game 1. Well, this game could still go either way, right? I mean,
Yeah.
a Worldgorger combo here would be game over.
Right. We also don't know what's in Jesse's hand. Does he have? Let's see.
I think he would have no way to stop it, would he?
Um.
Oh, he has Abrupt Decays. I forgot about that. Assassin's Trophies. Yeah, never mind. I take it back. The Ghost of
He also
Tom
has.
Chode. Thanks for the follow.
Wait, is Worldgorger? Oh yeah, Worldgorger is not legendary, so Caracas doesn't break it out. But yeah, he has some answers.
He does. He does.
He can also. Does he still have the intent? He can also search for stuff with diabolic intent if he needs trophy or decay.
True.
Oh, here's the entomb, so he's going for it.
All
And
right.
it's funny, he was on the back foot for most of the game with one island, single island early on, and he's kind of just came back a lot, you know?
Yeah. Now he's like flooded on lands. It looks
Yeah.
like.
Well, it looks
Uro.
like he's just, yeah, casting Uro here.
Oh,
It's gonna drop the Uro.
24.
Does not put anything into play, and he passes a turn.
Another Abrupt Decay.
Another trophy.
And what is Jesse trying to do to close out this
Well,
game other
he's
than
gonna
attack with
cling.
zombies?
He's gonna cling to dust here, and so it's gonna make it a lot harder for Josh to go off in any way, right?
Yeah.
Because he used the entomb and not on Worldgorger. Also, I guess he doesn't want to entomb Worldgorger in
Maybe
case,
it makes it too vulnerable. He knows about the cling.
right? Yeah, Croc
Caracas.
is not really that exciting, but he gets a zombie.
Yep. 4 zombies is a lot. 3 swings and this game's over as of right now.
Does he have another Oko or an Uro of his own? He's gonna cling the Uro here. Kind of,
That makes
Josh kind of
sense.
flashed his hand there. Saw like force and a bunch of stuff.
So he gains 3 life, right?
Uh, yes. Gonna swing for 6.
Pretty good.
And he picked him to. Wait, where did? Oh, wait. Yeah, he goes to 18.
Yep.
It's now Josh's turn.
Josh needs to do something.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a pretty full hand. We just don't know if he's missing a combo piece. Maybe he has Worldgorger in hand, right? That
Guess we'll find out.
if he entombed Uro, let's think about why that is. It's either because he has Worldgorger in hand, or he didn't want to play it.
Yep. Astrolab.
Yeah, he's just cycling here. This is kind of what happens when you have a control deck playing against a deck that is more mid-range, but also has like can also go really wide. Because he doesn't have any sweepers or anything like that to get rid of the zombies. I guess if he successfully cast or got Worldgorger into play, it would blink all the tokens away, but that hasn't happened. So
Right. Swinging for 8. Puts Josh at 10.
he's Josh pointing out that all his brainstorms are gone. I think ZX, yeah, it's not really anything except just adding to the clock.
Yep.
I guess he could. Yeah, there you go. He's gonna get more lands to trigger more Field of the Dead. Get more Field of the Dead triggers.
Diabolic Edict. I mean, Diabolic Intent.
Yeah. So the Worldgorger is still in the deck.
Yeah, I think Josh is unintentionally showing his
The
deck right now. Is that what's going on?
other kill condition is in the deck. Well, he was searching. He's searching for basics, but he doesn't have. I don't think it really matters because both players know each other's list, but
Josh, just be careful when you're looking through your library. You're showing it to the camera. I don't know if he's intentionally doing that, but
yeah. Well, I mean, again, both players know each other's lists, but
yeah. But
yeah,
then he
that's
could deduce it's not in his
extra
hand or whatever. Yeah.
extra information. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Diabolic
Worldgorger's
Intent.
just your own stuff. Okay.
Oh,
Right.
did we
Right.
have that wrong? Oh yeah, maybe we did. Whoops. Oh right, remove all permanents. Yeah, it's supposed to be a drawback. Duh. Yeah, we should know that. What's Josh doing now?
To be honest, I haven't played much against Worldgorger, but yeah, that's good to know. Thanks, Leon.
Yeah,
It
it
would be
would be
busted if
busted.
it was everything. Yeah.
It would.
All right, he's gonna scoop here. I think he. I mean, he's dead on board. I'm not sure why he couldn't. He must have cast the only entomb he had left on the Uro.
Quick look at the bingo card. I don't think we hit anything. Are they still resolving mulligans? Yep, they are.
Yeah.
Mull to 6 for Jesse. Leyline, pretty good.
Yeah,
Island,
it's not
Astrolabe.
something that totally shuts off the Worldgorger deck, but it definitely makes it harder for them to go for their combo finish anyway.
Yep.
It's just slowing them down pretty much.
Yep. Brainstorm.
Definitely something you want to see though out of the board.
Yep.
Going down to 6 for a ley line is probably a good keep, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the kind of matchup like you were saying. You don't want to mull
You don't
down
want
to
to mull
one like
to,
Roland Chang
yeah.
to find your ley line. It's not that serious. Shout out to Roland Chang.
Yeah, Sylvan Library versus Chains sounds like a judge's nightmare. Not a judge's nightmare, but like a logistical nightmare if
It's
a
a
judge
nightmare.
were to come over and try to answer some questions or roll stuff back.
Speaking of nightmare, are we gonna see Worldgorger drag in this game? I
Hmm.
hope we see that card cast at
Oh,
least once.
is that what it's referring to on the bingo card?
Well, it is a nightmare. It's not the bingo card refers to nothing particular. It just exists all on its own and things happen.
Ah, I see.
That's been Coatl.
I play Loam, Library Chains, and Brainstorm in my Legacy deck. Are you trying to lose? I'm just kidding. What order do you cast those spells in
Yeah, true.
to optimally, well, Brainstorm first, right?
Hmm.
Unless you're trying to get stuff in the yard, I don't know. Because Loam sounds like you're trying to get stuff in the yard. Are you playing lands with Blue Splash for Brainstorm and Oko? That's what it sounds like. I think Josh knew Laneline was coming in. He might board out Dragon Combo and play fair as a Snowgo deck.
That's possible.
Or is it like Depths with Blue Splash for Oko and Brainstorm?
This is an open deck list match, so um, you might be right,
Yeah,
Jube.
I think it's probably fine, the ley line right now. You can see he's got like plenty of plenty of play right here. Um, but it definitely does make it more annoying. Like they can't. So all that stuff is exiled right now. They can't. Josh
Yeah,
can't. You know, recur anything.
yeah. A little weird to stack your exile pile that way, but
It's easier for us to see, I guess,
I
and we
guess.
know it's exiled. He'll we can clarify with them later
Yeah.
if we need to.
We'll leave it alone until he tries to flashback something. Thoughtseize.
We do
Chains.
see the chains. I don't think he takes the chains here since he's got basic Forest Wasteland. I mean, this is fine, right?
What does he take here?
I would take the Entomb
Entomb?
only
He took
because,
Liliana. Okay. That's weird.
well, it's Liliana is definitely a win condition that Jesse can no longer get back to hand. He obviously has a redundancy with two abrupt decays and trophy, so it probably doesn't make sense to take that. He probably doesn't feel like Chains is such a big beating. Um, there's no point in thought seizing a thought seize unless he's protecting the combo, which isn't working right now. But I think Entomb is what I would take here because it's only one black and he
Yeah.
can't cast Liliana right now.
I think I would even if I'm gonna rank these cards worth taking, Abrupt Decay and Assassin's Trophy might be even more worth
Or
taking
with it than
than
Liliana.
Liliana, because he has
Yeah.
a forest and a wasteland right now. It just feels low priority.
Yep. I agree with you. I just
Did he miss
personally
an
skew.
attack there, or did he attack last turn?
I don't think he needs to put any pressure here.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess he did miss an attack.
Oko, Uro,
I'm
and
not much of a control
yes.
player, so I guess yeah, he missed an attack.
Yeah, it seems like it. Unless we missed it. I don't know.
Well, maybe he's holding it up in case of some kind of shenanigans. I don't know.
Ooh, Teferi.
Okay. Is that on the bingo card?
Attack Teferi is. You might be a ways away from that. Loot here for
I
Teferi.
need to pull up which Teferi is this? Master of Time.
Master of Time, yep. It loots for +1, -3, phase out target creature,
Oh, let me
and
get my Mirage rulebook.
-7, I believe, is take 2 turns, but you can activate it on both turns. You can activate it on your opponent's turn.
Crazy.
We saw some cool interactions with Teferi and Phil Bleckman's list last week. Phil Bleckman's playing next round. He was able to phase out creatures in response to stuff. Oh, it's -10 for 2 turns. What's up, Force of Phil? Speak of the devil.
What? Why would you want to run this over Jace the Mind Sculptor?
Well, in a Miracles deck, for example, he was able to loot on his opponent's turn and play Terminus.
Right, but in a
Um,
deck with no miracles, let's say.
well, I mean, yeah, people saying they love Phil's deck. Um,
Oh, okay, that makes sense, Leon. It's because of its ability to activate at instant speed. Yeah, that makes
True.
a lot of sense.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I knew there had to be a reason, but
You
I'm not
can't
familiar enough with the card
phase out
to
your own
realize.
guys, though. Worth pointing out. Loot.
So it looks like Jesse's discarding to hand size here. He probably kept a one lander or like a forest wasteland play line and just like, all right, we'll see where this goes.
Yep.
But again, like we mentioned, the ley line isn't really shutting Josh off at the moment.
Yep.
He's about to double walk in a bit, which is sick. So
Thaw Season Entomb.
he's taking an abrupt decay now.
Maybe he heard us.
Yeah.
Ponder. Yeah, loot away combo pieces. And Uro. Yeah, you can loot away Uro. I think Teferi Master of Time is a lot more powerful than people think it is. The card is really good. Really good. Is it better than Jace the Mind Sculptor? I have no idea. Someone could probably write an article about that who knows way more about Magic than I do.
Well, I
But,
think Leon pointing out that you can activate it, the loyalty stuff as an instant. You need to do that with the Worldgorger stuff on the stack,
yeah, yeah,
which you can't do with Jace.
you cannot.
Wow. So we're about to see Teferi Ultimate. That should be on the bingo card for sure.
Is that 9 now? But what does he do with his extra turns is the question.
So if he activates the Ultimate on, well, it's not going to happen, but if he did it on Jesse's turn, that would be so swag.
Yeah,
It's like, I'll take 3 turns.
true. Life totals?
They didn't say it.
Oh, okay.
If they did, I didn't hear it.
Got it. I think Jesse's at 16.
Did not realize that he found the Bayou. I was so busy looking at Teferi.
Yep, he did. I'm going to start seeing Jesse do something.
Well, his Assassin's Trophy is targeting the Teferi. He's
Makes
gonna
sense.
force.
Looks like he pitched a force.
Yeah, he pitched a force. And Josh has 4 cards in hand.
Entomb.
He's probably going to entomb Loam.
That would make sense.
That's neat. You can
Yep.
also entomb. What else can you search up?
Yep. You put loam.
It's pretty sweet.
I like it. You can also put cling to dust in your yard if you need it.
Hmm.
That's kind of a cool
Yeah,
thing.
in the Reanimator mirror, I've entombed Coffin Purge. There's all his lands.
Yep.
You can also entomb Cabal Therapy.
Yep. He can. Loam, Wasteland, and Underground Sea. Seeing response though.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be some kind of. It's probably Brainstorm, maybe. You can also loot. It's gonna resolve.
Okay.
I think he is better than Jason the right deck.
I agree with that.
Could be. Could be.
Based on what I've seen so far from Teferi Master, I agree. Loot puts him in range here. Discards. What was that?
Ooh, he discarded Worldgorger.
Oh, he discarded Worldgorger. Interesting.
Well, I mean, he can't reanimate it, and I
Yeah.
don't think he's trying to blow up the ley line.
Yep. Let me know if you hear a life total here.
12 for Jesse.
Okay, so I missed one attack. Passing the turn. Nope. Cling to dust.
He's gonna cling to dust alone.
Yeah, this deck is kind of Snoko at the moment, but it does have Worldgorger, so.
I'm wondering why Jesse didn't entomb on Josh's end step. I don't know. Guess he doesn't need to. He wants to see what Josh is working with, I guess.
Thoughtseize
Ooh,
gets
Veil.
veiled. Okay. Snowgorger. That's a good way to put it.
Ghost Quarter.
Yep.
He's gonna cast Chains here. You think Jesse goes after Josh's lands at all? You can leave him with
Hmm. Not sure.
Swamp Island Island. I mean, Chains is pretty good here. It kind of messes up Teferi's plus a little bit, and it resolves too. He's gonna pass a turn.
Josh, be careful showing your hand. I just don't want him showing his whole hand.
Maybe he's trying to intimidate Jesse.
Could be. Alright, a loot from Teferi. Alright, so we're going to see Teferi ultimate, most likely here. Wonder if it ever makes sense to loot with Teferi before your draw step. That's kind of neat. I don't know why you would do that,
I
but it's
mean,
just kind of a cool ability.
yeah,
Cool,
you
cool
can
option.
whatever whatever you need, you can do.
I guess if like you
It's
know the top
Fang.
card of your deck and you know you don't want it, you could just mill it and then draw or something.
I guess he's just trying to get more power on the board here.
Yep.
So he has 2 more turns.
Swing for 3. Jesse at 9.
So this is the first extra turn.
Loot.
Did not see what got discarded, but it looks like Entomb maybe. Okay, he's gonna Ghost Quarter his own Wasteland here.
Okay. Brainstorm a response to, I guess, an Abrupt Decay.
Uh,
I'm gonna turn the player audio on for a moment.
yeah, no, he's gonna Abrupt Decay
I'll
the
fail.
Dusk Mantle, and then gets
Okay.
Veiled.
Yep, that's what happened. Takes 4. Goes to 4. Is that right?
Yeah, down to 5. Down to 5.
5? Didn't he just fetch? Oh no, he
Oh,
Ghost Quartered himself.
no,
Right.
he Ghost Quartered. He fancy fetched.
Yep.
Doesn't Dusk Mantle provide lethal? I gotta see what this card does again.
Yeah, whenever they mill, they lose a life. Something like that. Fetch for Josh. Swing for 4.
Well, couldn't he have activated the Dusk Mantle in response to the Ghost Quarter? You know what I
Alright.
mean?
Either way, Josh got it.
Yeah.
We're going to game 3. Thanks, Tube Ninja. Both players have black sleeves. Alright. Thoughts to start the game. I completely missed
Wow,
the beginning of the game.
Leyline Thoughtseize, look at that.
Yep.
This is a much better start than before, right? Because he has the black source here, which he was missing last game.
Yep.
Maybe there was a Mystic Sanctuary. I see one in hand. Ooh.
But did it trigger,
Wow.
though? Chains.
We'll ask him after this game. I mean, oh, that doesn't get assassin trophied there.
Guess it's no rush. 19. Maybe he'll do it now.
Probably.
It's kind of interesting to be able to use chains to your advantage to discard Worldgorger or something, and then
Yeah,
like go off. I
could
don't know.
be.
No, he got an island, so he's just gonna try to cast a coatl here. It looks like.
oh, yeah.
Kip444, thanks for the follow. Thanks for watching. Follow if you like paper magic, right, Jeremy?
Definitely do it.
Do it.
You won't be disappointed. We play only exclusively paper magic, so.
Yep.
Okay, so what's his play here?
Not sure.
He didn't flash in the Quaddle.
I guess because he didn't want to have to discard a card to draw a card.
Yeah, but it's not like his hand is. I don't know. We'll see what he wants to do here. It's a lot of Drago. Ooh. He realizes his mistake as soon as it happens, but
Wait, what just happened?
he just cast Brainstorm into chains.
Oh no! Not like this. So he has to discard a card for every draw?
Great. Well, he has to finish resolving the Brainstorm first. You got to put 2 cards. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. So, gotcha. Okay, so you're good. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Chains of Mephistopheles. What a crazy card.
That card is now banned from our streams.
I mean, I heard him cast a Brainstorm, and Jesse said okay, and then he said, "Oh shoot!" So
Yeah.
it definitely resolved.
Just
Unfortunately,
in case anybody's like feeling like this was a misplay and this shouldn't happen. These webcam games are tough. It's very easy to forget things that are in play because
Right.
it's just
You're not
very
sitting right there.
disorienting not having the cards right in front of you. And sometimes you're just looking down at your board and you're just forgetting what's up on your screen. It's not easy. And this is Josh's first time playing on our stream, so these mistakes are
I'll
going to
tell you,
happen.
I've done similar things where I've like brainstormed into a Leovold
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
brainstormed into Narset. Like it
I
happens, and chains is like way less common than those two. So
exactly, yeah.
I think yeah, we also kind of put a little pressure on them to play a little faster.
We
So
did. Yep.
yeah,
But yeah, in Josh's defense, these webcam games can be really disorienting. All right, a fetch for Jesse. Thank you, chat, for helping us sort that out. Found.
yeah.
Thanks for the follow.
I didn't think any of those were a May. I just once I heard him say, "Oh, I'll just mill three instead," I was like, "Wait a second, I don't think that's how that works." Um, yeah, Phil with the niche happenstance. That was a funny game.
That was a
The
funny game. Were you watching
pre-modern
that
game.
live?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a funny game. If you
It was
missed Monday's stream, you missed a treat. VODs are now up on YouTube, by the way. I'll just plug that real quick. 90S MTG on YouTube. Pre-modern stream was a lot of fun. That was one of our best streams in a while. That was a lot of fun.
Mhm. I mean, this has been really interesting as well. Like these two decks aren't the most common,
Yep.
and they both are a little bit of a twist on more well-known decks.
Yep.
So it's kind of cool to watch these players play these fun decks.
Yep.
They're fun, but also competitive. So it's a
Agreed.
good mix. He
We're about to
bolted my
start
swamp.
hitting
Yeah, that was so
zombies.
funny. When he bolted his swamp, Leon comes in and was like, "Did I just read that right?"
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we got a raid.
Ooh, we got
Thanks.
a raid. What's up, Anzi? Thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. We're in
What's
round
up?
1 of 4 rounds of competitive Legacy. M Basket, thanks
We
for the follow.
we have a pretty crazy board state here. Jesse's got Sylvan Library and Leyline of the Void, along with Leovold and a zombie
Yep.
and Plague Engineer.
Plague
So
Engineer.
unfortunately, Josh, accidentally cast that brainstorm into the chains. So he is probably a little bit behind now. Well, a lot of it behind.
Yep.
But yeah,
A force for that Plague Engineer.
wow.
Liliana of
It's
the
just
Veil.
he's gonna scoop here. Yeah, we'll have
Jesse
to
got it?
apologize it for them prodding them to go quicker.